Hey, so these videos moving forward on this channel are intended for my children and my future grandchildren. I realize that there's a lot of things that I've learned along the years, things that my grandparents left me, and I would like to leave that with you. If you come across these videos and you're not one of my kids or my grandchildren, I really hope that you find some of this information useful and that it makes your life easier and improves it in some way. Some of these videos are going to be letters that I write to my kids and my grandchildren, and other videos will be me just openly sharing a message with you all. As I'm reading these letters or sharing my message, I'm going to share footage of different projects that I'm working on from time to time so that it could serve two purposes. One, maybe you'd like to pick up that hobby and you could see what I'm doing and maybe improve on that. And secondly, that the message moves you and improves you in some way. So without further ado, here's my first letter to you. Dear child, I'm grateful to the Great Spirit that you're able to hear these words. I'm a man who possesses little at the moment, and all I can hand down to you are these tiny lessons that I pray will be a great help to you. Lately, I've noticed in others uncontained anger. Anger that unfortunately gets misdirected at me. Why do you think that is? What is it about anger that needs to be let out in such a hurry? Why is it that most people can't contain their anger? Well, the funny thing about anger, which actually isn't so funny, is that it's like a mask. If we remove the mask, what do you think we'll find hidden underneath? What would we uncover? What we would find is pain, frustration, resentment, or fear. They're all tied together and work like parasites and eat away at your peace and your joy. It's like a virus that infects your soul and spreads to others. Do not allow it to infect your soul. Two things are important to note about this. The first is that when dealing with people who are infected, you must do everything in your power to not let them infect you. The second thing is, if you do get infected, you must contain your anger and treat it quickly before you infect others. So strive to understand the nature of anger, where it comes from, and its consequences if you don't contain it. Ask yourself what is hiding underneath your anger, and really find out. And when you do find out, act. Do something about the pain before you hurt others. Expose your frustration before it gets you in trouble. Let go of resentment before you hurt yourself. Turn your attention inwardly and look for love. Look for peace. Find your peace and stay there. I found that emotions are like buttons, and if you leave them out in the open for people to push, they will push them. And every single button that they push affects you on the inside. And I find it very helpful to bring in those buttons and hide them so that others won't push them. Does that mean that they don't get pushed from time to time? Of course not. I've been known to lose my cool from time to time, but the important thing is to recognize it and then apologize if an apology is required. Remember that life is too short to be angry every single day, but it's also very long to spend the rest of your days angry, bitter, resentful, and frustrated. So turn your attention inward, look for love, look for peace, and once you find your peace, stay there. So that when you meet the world, you contribute peace and not infect it with more anger. Thank you for listening, and I pray that you have wonderful days ahead of you.